Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about feminine energy, which I really wasn't acquainted with for the longest time. But a year ago, something happened and I had to forcefully encounter my fears. And so that was the time where I started consciously practicing feminine energy. I didn't know the name at the time, but then I realized it throughout my path to becoming my enlightened self. Um, the first thing that I want to talk about is the whole feminine and masculine energy. Basically, there is feminine and masculine energy in both men and women. And the balance between these two is very important. What I have realized based upon my research, feminine energy is more dominant in majority of the female gender, not all of them, and it's not a fixed role, but most of the time it's like that. We do need masculine energy for our daily life and getting things done, but feminine energy is more of being, is more of being in flow, is more of being in the present moment, which takes me to the next point that I want to tell you how I implemented feminine energy into my life. So the first things first is the gratitude. Gratitude in your heart, gratitude in your mind, gratitude in your soul. It will put you in that flow state, and as a result you'll be in your feminine energy majority of the time, and things will be attracted to you automatically. So how can you be grateful? Well, there are so many tools. So you can write 100 pages about why you're grateful, but you're still not grateful. So that's not useful. It's a feeling. If you want to feel something, you have to surround yourself with things that remind you of the things that you already have. For example, I would open my Instagram feed, I would open my YouTube feed and see all these videos, reels, posts, stories, whatever, and it would cause me feel like lack, have that feeling of lack. So I just got rid of anything that didn't serve me in my social media, and it really helped me a lot to focus on the things that I already have. So you have to extract anything that does not serve you. You may be able to purchase something, but it may not serve you. So it's not always about money. And in either case, you will get rid of the things that will remind you of this lack in your life. So you have to focus on the things consciously when you, for example, eating food, really digest the fact that you're eating, and someone on this planet Earth, 2/3 of the population of this planet, on this planet Earth, they don't have anything to eat, to consume. So healthy, clean water, clean food, it's not on their table. So you are privileged in that sense. Not to feel guilty or shameful, but to actually feel grateful that, wow, you have it, and wow, you're privileged in that sense. So you will be naturally in that flow state, and you'll be in your feminine energy, and you will naturally attract things to yourself, and you will feel more peaceful actually when you shift your focus from lack mindset to the gratitude mindset. And now the second point. The second point is cognitive errors. See, our emotion is caused by our thoughts. So when we have distorted kind of thinking, our emotions might be distorted too. So many people actually, I have to say, have distorted way of thinking to a moderate state, and some people to exaggerated state. It's not the reality that they see, it's what they have created in their mind that they see. So of them is minimizing things or making things big, or mental filter, like filtering out the good things that you see, or mind reading, predicting what others think of you and things like that, fortune teller error and stuff like that. One of the common ones is personalization. We on a daily basis personalize so many things, and personalization comes with the feeling of shame and guilt. So in order for us to be in flow, we need to come from these lower state feelings like shame, guilt, anger, sadness, to up to feelings like acceptance, empathy, love, you know, things that feelings that is not heavy, and will put us in that flow state again. So when we correct the way we think, and we try to not try to see things for what it is, accept it, move on from it, or forgive ourselves for what has happened, it will put us in that flow state again. So yeah, our thoughts are very powerful. So we have two choices. Either we can accept and move on, and the other one is forgive ourselves. And the other thing is to not blame ourselves, not beat up or criticize ourselves too much. We do make mistakes, but we don't need to beat ourselves up for that, or criticize ourselves all the time, because it's going to take our energy. It's an energy drainage. We've got to accept, that's the energy, that's the good energy. We will accept it and feel it, and then we will move on. So yeah, that's that. And the third one, which I really like it, is you have to work on doing little things with patience. Things that need accuracy, delicacy. These things are very feminine. And for the longest time, I thought that when I'm working on teeth, it's really aggressive, like it's full of blood and stuff like that. But now I see it from more of an art science perspective, that I need to shape it, I need to be very accurate, I need to be very delicate, and also, sometimes you can also, so you will strengthen your feminine energy by being creative, by expressing yourself. How do you express yourself? Through art, through dance. Dance itself is very expressing your sensuality, and I do it myself because I want to ignite that energy in me. And then the next point, which is very important, is that when we are looking for other people's validations, we act as energy vampires. It's like we take energy rather than receive energy. So we take it rather than receiving it. And we don't lean back, we don't rest in ourselves so that it will come to us. In other words, we feminine energy is all about receptivity, receiving, and our anatomy also shows that. So it's very powerful. So we've got to stop looking for validation outside of yourselves and do things for self-validations. That comes the point where we've got to find our values and act upon our values, and the energy is really different. The then things will come towards us, and we will not have that chasing energy that is more of a masculine energy. And in this way, we will also repair our relation with men, to which I'm going to mention that as well. So stop looking for outside validation, for people's validation, and start doing things for yourselves' sake. So when you validate yourself, others will validate you too. The next point is our relationship with men. The more you are in your feminine energy, you will attract men that are provider to yourself. What do I mean by that? I'm going to quote something from Quran, which I think for the longest time it really looked oppressive to me, that men financially should take care of women. They should give them gifts as a means to show their respect and their love. But it's actually very true. It shows that women should not do anything, and their presence in itself is valuable. So see the greatness of the women, see the power in our feminine energy. And so it doesn't mean that we don't have to be you don't have to go for independence. That is actually really beautiful, but we have to use that money ourselves, because otherwise we will be in this chasing energy all the time. If we take it for ourselves, we calm down that chasing energy. That's how I view things personally. Yeah, so then so I wanted to tell you that we've got to accept receiving things. When you accept receiving things, it implies to men and women both together. When we accept things from the universe, it will give us more and more and more. Like when we are given a house, a roof over our head, when we're given food, when we're given, I don't know, this mobile phone, we're given so many things that we have to wash our eyes and see through this lens, that we have so much. We have legs, we have health, we have so many things. We really do need to acknowledge it. So when we accept it, that's when the true power comes. These were my tips for being more in tune with your feminine energy. And thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye.